Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Boom, we back in the building. You be back in the building, and you see that I got the sunshine next to me. Sunshine in the building. Yes, Miss Arischa Frierson is in the building, man. God is good because I have the queen next to me. Don't get mad at me. Don't be jealous. Don't get upset, okay? I'm telling you, listen, you say your prayers 2 times a day, she'll come sit by you.
Yes, I will, my king, my king.
This is someone that's very special to me, near and dear to my heart, so this means so much for this queen to come on the community vibes, man. I'm telling you, we are thankful. Now, before we find out more about this queen, let's pay 2 quick bills, all right? Number 1, if you woke up this morning, give God all the praise. Amen. Give him all the praise because he is able, he is worthy to be praised. And you look around right now, man, watch the news, okay? You will see why you should be thanking God every single day just to say, because listen, people are losing their lives, man, every single day, all right? So be thankful that you woke up this morning. Number 2, the music playing in the background. I don't want to stop just because you're at the groove, man. Smoothie and juice bar, okay? She has her smoothie. Why you ain't got yours, okay? We are located at 7510 Garners Ferry Road. Come by and stop by and support. Come get your smoothie, man. Health is wealth, okay? Health is wealth, man. Put that soda down right now, okay? Put that juice down right now and come get you a smoothie, okay? We are black owned, okay? So we need your support, all right?
It's good too. Sea moss. I got sea moss up in there.
Sea moss.
Sea moss.
Come on. Come get you some, all right? Now, what I want you to do is stand on your feet and give this queen a huge round of applause because we are thankful that she's here. The actress, whatever you want to call it. She's here, okay? Now, if you have been living up under a rock and you don't go to plays or you don't watch TV, you may not know who this is. So this may be a treat for you. But if you do know listen, if you definitely know who this is definitely a huge treat for you because you're going to learn some things that you may not know about this young lady. Okay? You're going to be super transparent the day that she's here to give you some notes and some uplift and some inspiration.
Okay,
that's
I
key.
like that.
Now, thanks again for coming.
Sure, no problem.
Pretty good today?
I am doing great today. Every day is a great day.
Let me tell you something. Whenever I see this young lady, man, she's always so nice and bubbly. I'm telling you, man, this is not a joke right here. This is truly who she is, okay? And now you're an actress.
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been acting?
I have been acting, oh my gosh, I would say my whole life, you know, like when I'm...
That's not good.
No, I say that because when I was younger, like we would, I would do little shows, you know, for my dad or whatever. Yeah, you know, trying to make people laugh.
Yeah, did it work?
It did work.
Okay.
It did work. I came from a happy family.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And when I actually really got into it when I went to college.
Okay.
I got into a play. Well, I went to a couple, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
Talk to them.
I went to Hampton University, and I was
Pirates,
in a play.
HBCU?
Yeah, the March of Pirates. And I did a play called One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. That was my first introduction to acting, and I was also in an acting class, and that, you know, kind of, you know, lit that fire a little bit. But then I went to Claflin University, well,
HBCU.
Claflin College at the time.
HBCU.
And I was in a play there. I was in a couple. One play, oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of it, but I played a man named Earl Smooth.
Earl Smooth?
I did.
Wow, how was that?
Yeah, it was great. This guy named Michael Flowers was in it too. Wow. He's like a producer up in LA now.
Gotcha.
But when I played the role, I think I did a good job because we had a talk back one night and somebody was like, well, who's the cute guy, you know, who was in the beard? What's his name? I've never seen him around campus. It was me, and we just laughed, you know, because I had a beard and my hair was short.
Guy.
Yeah. So I think I did pretty good with that. And then we did Mama I Wanna Sing under the direction of Mary Grimes. Vicki Winans was actually in our play. She came down.
The Winans.
Yeah, and she
legendary
was,
Winans.
Yep, and
Wow.
she was in the play, and it was a great experience. I was the lead, Doris Winter, and I loved it because people would. I remember I lived in Orangeburg and someone came to the door. I think they were selling candles or something as a kid, and they were like, I know who you are. You were in that play. And I was like,
legendary.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that was me. You know,
Legendary.
and I like that because one of my aims in my whole life is to find a way to touch the world.
Which you have.
Yeah, and I feel like if you inspire or touch one person, you never know where that one person goes. And you eventually touch the world in a positive way.
Get your notebooks out.
Stop.
Get your notebooks out. You in school today. Okay? You in school today.
Yeah.
Now, where you from originally?
I was born in King Street, South Carolina. Yeah, King Street. Yeah, the home of Suhan, baby. This friend of mine, she's also an actress, producer, director, businesswoman.
Everything.
She's a councilwoman.
Everything. Everything.
And then I had moved to Florence, South Carolina. That's where I was raised, right? My dad is a dentist in Florence. Yeah.
Wow, so, how was that growing up?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Black dad?
Yeah. He
dentist?
He was strict now.
Okay.
You know, he kept us on lockdown in that house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to see them kind of girls, you know, you had to get in line. But
wow. Had to get in line, baby. This
For
special
real.
privilege right here.
Yeah, Dr. Connor did not
Special
play.
privilege, man.
Yeah,
that's dope,
didn't
man.
play.
So, you know, many people have, you know, what they call anxiety when they get in front of people and when they get in front of that camera or when they're on stage. You don't seem to have that.
Right.
Why is that?
It really is a process. You know what I mean? Because like when I was young, I was very shy.
Okay.
I remember my dad used to tell me, hey, go ask that person, you know, for this or that, because he was trying to break me out of being shy. I'll tell you what the moment that helped me was when I entered a pageant. I was in the South Carolina Hal Jackson Talented Teen pageant under the direction of Wilhelmina P. Johnson at the Darlington Realism Cultural Center. We'll never forget it. And being in that pageant really helped me to be comfortable on the stage and know that the gift that I have is a gift that's worthy to share with other people.
Let me tell you, because you are gifted, extremely gifted and extremely talented.
You're too kind.
But I know that it's been a journey for you.
Oh yeah.
And you've had, you know, some highs and lows.
Oh, definitely.
But talk about, like, you know, just that journey, man. Like, what has this process taught you?
Well, when I started getting into professional acting, I'd say maybe about 5 years ago. And when I say professional, I mean I get paid for it. That makes it professional. So getting into acting, you have to really develop a sense of self. Acting is knowing who you are. And I know it sounds crazy because we're using that word acting, but acting is truly knowing who you are, because if you know who you are and you become comfortable with who you are, then all of the no's and all of the things that people say, they don't affect you as much. And what I mean by that, when I started acting professionally, I started with Wow Productions, was what really got me into it. Big up. So I was in a play at Trustis Theater. Katrina Blanding was like, hey, Katrina's a powerhouse, and she was like, hey, you know, come over, I want you to come and audition for Wow. So I auditioned for Wow Productions. That's where I met Tangi Beatty and Donna Johnson, and I was in a play. I was an understudy, because they wanted something. It's like they saw something in me. At that point, I didn't see it in myself. You know, I didn't see it in myself. And so they were trying to pull it out of me, but they didn't pull it out of me, or I don't know what that was that blocked for me. But I ended up being the understudy for the. But I'm grateful for that opportunity, because in being an understudy, you're still learning, you're still growing. You get to see the process. You get to see other people's processes of how they, you know, get into character and all those things. So it ended up that the night I did it one night, and the one night that I did it, that was the night that they recorded and released the DVD. Wow. So that was my first international recording.
Stardom.
Yeah, and it was that one. I just did it that one night, and the other young lady, she was phenomenal. You know, but I think they had some technical difficulties, so they had to use that night. And from there, Dana Bufford, Wesley,
Dana B.
And William Young.
Right,
they both had agents and they were doing things, and I was like, I think I want to do that. So I said, I'm gonna go out and just get an agent. Not saying that that's the way you do it. If there's anybody out there who wants to be an actor, there really are steps that you need to take, but this is what I did. So I went out. I'm talking a lot. I went out and I got an agent. I signed with Coastal Talent in there in the Isle of Palms, right out of Charleston.
Do you have to get an agent?
Well, having an agent you don't have to get an agent to get acting jobs, no.
You heard that?
Yeah, but having an agent benefits you because they see jobs that you don't see.
Facts.
That's how it benefits you. I got the agent, and the first time I went out for an audition, I actually booked that job, and that was Hidden Heroes. It was on CBS Saturday mornings. But after that, I was doing auditions, and you hear a lot of no's, and those no's can mess with you, like a lot of no. And when I say hear a lot of no's, I'm saying it lightly because you really don't hear anything. So you right. You submit an audition,
no response.
You get nothing.
Wow.
You get no feedback. You get nothing. So there's no way for you to really know, did I do a good job? Was my setup okay? What was the issue? What was the problem? You don't know. And you'll hear a lot of no's, and it discourages a lot of people. Like, I know an actress right now, I'm not gonna say her name, and she's a wonderful actress. She really is, and I believe in her talent. So we have a Wow Monologue Slam coming up, and I'll talk about that. So I sponsored her for that because I'm like, girl, you got this. But sometimes she doesn't believe in herself, and she's like, she wants to give up, but you can't let those no's stop you.
So let's talk about that. How important is self-confidence?
It's so important, but it is a process. It's something that you have to build. Like for me, like I was very self-conscious. I lacked some self-esteem. I mean, a lot of young girls do, growing up. But being in acting is one of the ways that helped to build me up, because in my mind, and I tell myself this, I am a great actress. The world just hasn't, some people in the world haven't seen me yet, because, I am in a feature film that is all over the world.
That's how I feel about this podcast.
Oh yeah, this podcast is awesome. It's an awesome opportunity. So
you just haven't seen me yet.
Don't stop.
But what I want to ask you is limitations, right? And some people know their limitations, but you're also being told to go beyond your limitations. So at what point did you know where you fit at? You know what I mean? Like, because there are certain roles that you're not going to take. But is it because you just don't feel like you actually fit that character?
Right.
Or just, you see what I'm trying to say?
So let me tell you this.
Right.
Hollywood, Atlanta, wherever the movies are, it all works in stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yes, stereotypes. So what I mean is, when someone sees me, like I might see myself as a girl next door, a 30-year-old about to get married. I mean, that's how I might see myself. But when I walk in front of casting and they see me, they see me as a 40 to 50-year-old woman who might be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to understand that it's not necessarily how you see yourself, but you have to go into how casting is going to see. Right, because Hollywood works in stereotypes. And I'm not saying that you have to be limited by that. And what I mean is, like Olivia Spencer.
Yeah.
She was on The Help. She had her own movie called Ma. I didn't see it, but I want to see it.
She's superb.
When she first started, she fit into a stereotype. We were watching a movie like on Bounce TV, and she was like, "Hey, get off the porch. I see you walking down that street." But she fit into that stereotype to get her foot in the door, and now she's creating her own path. She's an Academy Award winning actress. Right. But you find where that fit is for you. Find that whatever that branding is for you. Walk in that for a minute. It doesn't mean that you have to stay there, but walk in that for a second and get your foot in the door, and then bust that door wide open.
Listen, kick it with both feet.
Yeah, bust it open.
Okay, both of you just all right. So let me ask you this right here. Now, being a strong black woman that you are, you know, and you see, you know, the current climate that we're in right now. Have you experienced racism as far as seeking roles?
As far as seeking roles, yes and no. So in the big picture, no, I haven't. Not like, because you know, when I've auditioned in LA and Atlanta, you know, North Carolina, Charlotte, whatever, I've not experienced it there. Not saying that it's not there, I just didn't see it. But let me tell you, I was on set. I'm not calling any names. And sometimes I don't think people perceive what they say as racism.
Right.
And so I was on set. And
Ignorant.
I was playing this role as a businesswoman. And we were on the set, this is local, we were on the set, and the guy said to me, oh, we need some energy. Arischa, why don't you start rapping? I know you know those rap songs. And I was like, I stopped for a second, and the other actor, who was a white male, he looked at me because he could see the disgust in my face. I was like, I said, I'm sorry, but I don't know any rap songs. I mean, I do, but I mean, don't put me in a box. That was, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't feel like he understood that was racist, because it is. You just go, as soon as I'm black, I know you know those rap songs. Can you beatbox? No. Like, dude, what? No, I don't. I don't. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's out there. It's out there. It's out there.
So just, you know, real quick, how do you maintain such a positive, you know? So let's say being told no so many times.
Oh yeah.
Yet you have a superb, you know, vibe about yourself.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like with me, okay. Like, you know, when I was in high school, you know, my middle school days, you know, I tried out for so many basketball teams and just didn't get it. And my mom was like, boy, you gotta, you know, man, you gotta keep working. You know what I'm saying? But some people just don't have, you know, let's say that grit.
Right.
Or that, you know, self-motivation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you keep going.
Yeah.
Right? Where does that come from?
I think it's, like I said at the beginning, it's really learning who you are and a support system.
Oh.
Like, my husband is Craig Frierson.
My guy.
Yeah. I mean, he is a great support system. Like, he tells me like it is, even when I don't want to hear it. And then it's also getting to a point where you realize that them saying no or somebody not accepting you, it is not about you.
It's not about you.
It's not about you. It is about them.
Do you take it personal?
I used to take a lot of things personally, but now when you get to that realization that it's not about you. And sometimes you have to remind yourself, because sometimes I might even forget, and then I have to come back. Wait a minute, it's not about you, because everybody has something that they are dealing with. Everybody has some whatever's in their closet or things that they're going through, and if someone lashes out at me, or someone, you know, or if I hear no, because I've heard no hundreds of times, it's not about me. Maybe I didn't fit that character. Maybe I was the greatest actress they ever saw, but for this particular role, you know, I wasn't there for, I didn't fit that role. But it's not about you, it's about that other person. Sometimes there's nothing you can do to change a person's mind, but change your mind. Change your mind about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Learn to love yourself and just be comfortable with who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I can walk outside with plaits in my hair and go to the grocery store
and still be fabulous.
And people can talk about, but I know who I am. I know who I am. So those things just
bounce off you, man.
Like
Teflon Don.
Teflon
Don. So let me tell you. So we talked about, those no's. But you have been told yes. A lot. Also. Okay. Now let's talk about some of your most prideful, let's say, you know, things that you've been a part of, you know, some shows you've been a part of, you know what I mean? Or let's say, because I've seen a couple of them, the girl can act.
Thank you.
The girl can act.
Thank
but
you.
you know how some people say, well, that wasn't my best role, or that wasn't my best show. In your opinion, what was your best show?
Oh gosh, my best show?
Your best show that you feel was your best show.
Oh my goodness.
Like you just killed it.
Oh, that's kind of hard to say. Not because I think I'm the best in every. I mean, you're the best at what you are as I am.
You should think that.
But there's so many facets to shows.
Right.
Like for example, one of my dreams was to play Crystal in Little Shop of Horrors, right? And so on Stage Productions, which is a small theater, it's in Lexington now, I auditioned and I got to play Crystal. So for me, that's an awesome moment because that is something I have always wanted to do. I got to sing along, and, you know, I got to sing that song at the beginning of the movie, Little Shop of Horrors. So that for me, that was so big. And I loved every second minute of it because that was just a dream of mine. So that's why I say it's hard because in that play, I was singing, I was dancing, and I was doing my thing, you know. And then in some plays you're in, you know, you don't sing. And then on TV shows, like I did a feature film where I played like a, it's called Another Tango. You can find it on Amazon Prime or anywhere movie stream. And I played like this really country woman, you know, and I had fun playing that role. So for me, that was fun. And would I say that's my best? No, it was a lot of fun though. You know what I'm saying? So I think a role that was most challenging for me was a stage play I did with Wow Productions, and I played the character Big Wheezy, and it was in Secrets in Plain Sight Part 2. And Big Wheezy was a woman.
Like a drug dealer.
Yeah, she was.
Wow.
She was a reformed drug dealer. Like back in the day, she used to run them streets, you know, and she didn't play with nobody.
Wow.
Like she killed people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Big Wheezy was hard.
OG.
But then she was, you know, she's older in her life. She's becoming more connected to God and, you know, trying to be with family. But she still had a little bit of that heart in her. So that role really challenged me. So I'd say that and that, but that was a good. It really did. But I like that. Challenge me, make me uncomfortable because I'm gonna put in that work. You know, because it's you got to put in that work.
So talk about work then. So when you get a yes, how long does it take you to prep for that character?
It just depends. Like if I get a yes for a commercial, I might need to be up there next week. If I get a yes for, like when I got yes for that movie role, it was a couple of weeks for me to prepare for the character. I'm trying to think. I did Fatal Attraction and ATL Homicide, but I mean, you don't, because those are reenactment shows, you don't have to really get into you have to a little bit, because I did have to cry on set. Y'all see the Fatal Attraction one, like I was crying on set. I had to. So preparation for there's preparation in anything that you do. Anytime you get a yes, you've got to prepare. Who is that person? Because it's not you. A lot of times actors get hemmed up by that because they're like, oh, I don't want to do that because I wouldn't do that. You're right, you wouldn't, but it's not you. This is somebody else. You create that person, and you have to be authentic to who that person is. It has nothing to do with you. So with any character, you have to prepare. You know, you have to go through whatever your process is, and the process is different for different people. Like my process might be different than, you know, somebody else's process.
So how long does it take you to come out that character?
I know that when I was doing, and I'll just use this as an example, Pauline in Confessions of a Good Man, which have a DVD. I think my husband over there laughing, but I think I sat in Pauline for a little while.
Okay.
You know, I really did, because she was so close to who I was, but not really who I am. Right. So I sat in her for a minute. I had to, you know, maybe in school, in my classroom, I'm teaching, you know, the kids, and I'm like, hold up, this is Pauline. Let me get myself straight, because I'm, you know, so I sat in her for a minute because we did so many shows. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So it just depends on the character, because if you go into a character really deeply, you can stay there. Like that guy from Law and Order. Yeah, but he lost himself in that character, and he had to take a break. Yeah, so depending on what your process is, you know, sometimes it's easy to come out, and sometimes it's a little harder. It just depends on what you do to prepare and how much you create. And he lived in that character for years.
And I love Law and Order, man.
Years.
I love Law and Order. So
big
ups to Law and Order. SVU. Okay, gotta get it right. Now, let's talk about that real quick. All right, you see it, okay. Where can they purchase that?
Okay, so this is Confessions of a Good Man. This was the last play that we did with Wow Production. It is a great play. Did you see this one? You saw this one, yeah.
I saw that.
It's a really great show. To purchase it, you would go to wowproduction.org, and our DVDs are there on sale. Yeah. I actually brought this one for you so that you can have it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Gifts. I love the gifts. You know what? This is the first gift that I've ever received on this podcast.
Really?
So this is historic.
Oh,
right
wow.
here.
Okay,
this is historic.
History.
Boom.
Y'all bring them gifts.
Listen, take notes. Okay? This is how you come with gifts. Yeah. You're so rude. All right? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But you can get it at wowproduction with no s.org.
That's
and
super
you can purchase.
dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Rod's coming on next week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Good dude, man.
The whole crew, I'm telling you, the Wow crew is a powerful crew. I know you had Sierra on here.
Sierra was on there.
Yeah,
man.
That Wow
CC.
crew.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So, if you had a show that you can be in right now, that you see yourself in right now, what would that show be?
A show that, let me tell you, and that's a hard question, because like there's shows that I love and I'm like, I want to be in that show, but I'm really not a fit for that show. I have to be honest with myself. But if there were a show, and the bad thing is I don't watch as much TV as I need to, but Family Reunion on Netflix, I could definitely see myself on that. Definitely see myself on that show, because I think of myself as a light, fun-loving person.
You are.
And I love comedy. I like to laugh, and I love romantic comedies. Those are my favorites. So. And if I could have been on Modern Family, I love that show because it was so funny. Yeah.
Modern Family is dope, man. So, not only do you act, you're also a teacher.
Yes.
How long have you been teaching our kids out here, man?
I've been teaching for 20 years, but this year I actually took a year off so that I could act full time. But let me tell you, I was working at the district level for 11 years, and I had to go back in the classroom, and I chose the school I went to, which was Hopkins Middle School. If anybody out there, I loved Hopkins Middle School. I loved those kids, and I just want to say, even though you didn't ask me, any teachers out there, look, love your students. You know, a lot of times people will say, I have this person is doing this, and this person, these kids. No, these kids need your love.
They need all
They need your love. And you love them, and they see that you truly care about them, they'll work for you. They'll do what you want.
It's on and popping.
They will.
Once they see that you care about them, man, they'll kick down the brick wall.
Yes, they will.
I'm telling you, man.
Yes, they will.
So how hard was it to walk away?
To what?
You know, when you took a year off, how hard was it to, lead those kids?
Let me tell you, when I taught my students, I talked to them all the time about their dreams. So at the beginning of the year, they knew I was taking a year off, because I told them, I tell you to strive for your best. I tell you to follow your dreams. Now I'm going to be an example for you, because Ms. Frierson's taking a year off to follow her dreams. And whatever you do, whatever it is you want to do, you can find a way to do it, and just go for it. Do it, because I'm going to do it.
Did you cry?
I did cry when we had a parade, like graduation is 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's this one student. I'm not gonna say any names because I love all y'all.
No names.
But when I saw the student and the car was pulling off, oh my gosh, I was crying. Yeah, it was very tough.
That's passion,
because I love them, man. I love them.
Passion.
Oh, I'm getting emotional right now. I love them so much.
That's passion. That's passion.
I love them.
So what's next for you?
I love them. Well, like I said, I'm taking this year off to act full time. I am working on a voiceover demo. Oh, wow. I am in acting classes virtually in LA. I have a personal acting coach that I work with weekly. So I'm working on it. You got to put in the work because I know one of my friends was like, "Oh, you're taking acting classes? Why?" I'm like, because it's just like if you play a sport, you got to practice. You got to put in the work. You got to put in that work. You got to put in the work, man. So you can see the benefits. Yeah, even the best actors that you see, Denzel Washington has an acting coach. Wow. You know, when he's going from stage to film, everybody has somebody who's there helping them better their craft. You always want to just get better and better and better. And you need that, man. You know, you need that. Oh, man, most definitely. You know, we don't know it all. Yeah, you're right. You can always learn from somebody else, and learn from your mistakes. Also. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me, that's key. Learn from your mistakes. Oh, yeah. My mom, man, she would always say, your biggest mistake will be not learning from your mistakes. Yeah, that's the truth. So that's so key. That's the truth. So we are going to be making sure that we are watching out for this phenomenal queen right here. Thank you. She is about to be doing some big things. I am. She's already doing big things right now, but we're going even higher, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where you're going to have to go to the box office to see her. You're going to have to pay $15. Matter of fact, shoot, man, take a date, all right? So it's $30 and popcorn and some candy. And an icy. Some juju beans. A $50 date just to see this young lady real soon. I promise you, man, it's coming up. Yeah. Now, how can they follow you? You can follow me. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram name is Arischa is a star. Maybe because sometimes people have a problem spelling my name, so maybe you can put it down below, you know. But gotcha. Arischa is a star. And I'm on Facebook. You can like my page. It's Arischa Connor. Yep. And follow me, talk to me, because she talks back. I do. She talks. She talks back. I do. So let me ask you guys this right here, man. Do y'all want me to ask her the magic question? Did I hear her say yes? I heard you say yes. Okay. The magic question. You ready for this? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, now you know how important chicken is to us. Yes. Right? So you eat chicken wings. I do. You eat chicken wings. I do. Okay. This question is the most important question on earth right now. Okay. Okay. On earth. Extremely important. Earth. Extremely important. Okay. Okay. Now, when it comes to chicken wings, do you prefer the flats or the drums? Well, look. Huh? Talk to me. Now, I love both because that's good. The drums are really meaty. I love it. And the flats are like challenging because you got to get that meat off the bone. But if someone gave me more flats than drums, I'd be fine. You'd be fine. I'm just saying. Flat loads, man. There's something wrong with y'all flat loads. Because it's a challenge. You know what I mean? You got to get in there and just, You shouldn't have to challenge to eat, though. I love it. I love it. But, hey, she's the queen. I love it. She can have whatever she wants. Now, before we let you go, let's get your thoughts on something historic. Okay. That may be taking place real soon. Okay. How do you feel about it possibly being the first black vice president female ever? Well, in life. How do you feel about that? Number one, she's a soror. What's up? When he announced that Miss Harris was his running mate, I honestly felt such a sense of pride. I almost felt like I was going to cry. Wow. Like I didn't tell anybody that when it was announced. I was just full of pride because a black woman, is is about to be the vice president of the United States. Not only is that big for us as black women, but
it's huge.
Our kids, you know, because everything for me always goes back to our students.
It's huge.
And that shows, you know, you can do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
She is when she is the vice president of the United States, she's one step away from being the president of the United States. That is historic. We need to rally around her and lift her up, because that speaks so much to our community. It speaks to our kids. You can do whatever.
Come on.
Whatever you put your mind to. There is nothing you can't do.
Nothing you can do.
And her being announced as the running mate, to me, that is like confirmation.
Man.
There's nothing you can't do.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can't do.
Just in my opinion, I mean, it's just my opinion. We need more female leadership.
Oh, definitely.
We need a lot more female leadership, man.
Definitely.
We have waited too long. We made too many mistakes, man. Women know how to run this thing, man. Listen, they birthed us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women should have been in leadership a long time ago, man.
And she is so strong.
And she's qualified.
Oh yeah.
And she's qualified.
Strong
That
and
matters.
qualified. Oh
She's
yeah.
qualified.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
What you gonna have your naysayers out there, of course. I mean, that's just life.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, we need this, because this is going to show, you know, your black daughter and, you know, these young queens out here that you have a seat at the table.
Oh yeah.
But you can make your own table.
You said that.
Okay? You can make your own table now. Like, you don't have to ask for no more permission. Just take it.
Yeah.
Just take it.
I
Because
like
it's
that.
yours. It's yours.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
We owe you guys this. Okay? So listen, get out there and vote.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Your voice matters. Your voice matters. Okay? You have a voice. So use it. Not just on that level, but and the local level.
Oh yeah.
Okay? It's extremely important, man. This is the most important election in the world.
Listen. Listen.
We got to get 45 up out of there.
Listen.
All right?
Listen.
So do yourself the biggest favor, man. Go get registered. You know what I mean? Take that day off. Okay? Go stand in line and make your voice, make your, you know, some vote count, and make your voice count.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
Be proud that you are a strong black person and a strong black woman. Okay?
And you can do anything.
Anything. Just like she's doing. Thank y'all so much, man, for coming on the show. Alright? And make sure you follow this young lady. Listen, you better catch it now, because the doggone price is about to go up.
Oh yeah.
Okay? It's gonna be $50 dates. $50 dates soon, I'm telling you. $50 dates. Y'all gonna have to pay to see her. So you do. Alright? Hey,
You have been warned.
you have been warned. Alright, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Salute, man. Listen, man, put God first.
Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.